I have actually been wanting a set of roof racks for my Model 3 for a while now, and so when EVBase reached out to me offering to send me a pair, oh boy, did I get excited. For Mike in the Woods, obviously we use my Model 3 for a lot of road trips and camping, and while the car already actually has quite a lot of storage space, like the rear seats fold down and you can fit a whole bunch of crap in that car, as is, adding a set of roof racks opens up even more possibilities that just aren't possible with the car in its base form. And I'll go over what those are in a bit. Unfortunately, the roof racks only have a static load rating of 220 pounds. Unfortunately, I can't stick a rooftop tent on there, but at the very least, they are aerodynamic, so they shouldn't affect my range too much until I actually, mount something on top of them. Anyways, let's rewind and take a look at what me installing these roof racks actually looked like. So here it is before I put the roof racks on. I've never installed a set of these before, so this should be fun. I have read through the instructions and watched a how-to video to make sure I'm ready for this. So let's do this. There's no way you can see it on camera, but what it says is that there's a little arrow embedded underneath the glass, and that's what lines up with the clip. The first thing it says to do is to thoroughly clean the glass, because there's a little film that I got to put down to protect my paint. The instructions say to align the arrow on the protective film with the arrow on the underneath the glass in the car, but this film does not have any arrows on it, so that's kind of a mistake in the instructions right there. I'm gonna have to eyeball it and just center it right there. Hopefully I don't scratch my paint. I don't ever plan on taking these roof racks off, so there is that. And these are supposed to just hook in like that. I got all four of these metal little widgets in, and I have these little rubber boots that have to sit on top of that. Oh, I see. It has to wedge into the gap there. These are the front ones, I know, because they're longer to match the longer base of the front bar. But the little icon on there shows it as being one of the rear ones, so that's another mistake. Now we've got these little nuts that have to go on there and tighten down in order to secure this to the clip that's sitting in the hole. I was told to be very careful because if I over tighten it, I can actually crack the glass. So one of these gets started and then gives me an Allen key to finish tightening it down. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so how am I supposed to use the Allen key for tightening up this side when the bolt has already come up through the top and there's no room for me to fit the Allen key in there? Okay, I figured it out. So the pick tool that they give you to kind of peel the rubber trim out of the way also has this wrench type thing at the top, and that lines up with the wings on the wing nut here and lets me actually tighten it. Okay, so they did actually give me a way to fully tighten this. Okay, so key goes in like that, and rotate that as far to the right as possible. That is locked. Now I'm going to go do this to the other three corners, and I'm going to put the covers on. So the cover should just go like that and clip into place. Roof racks fully installed, secured, and ready to roll. All right, the car is finally starting to look like a proper road tripping car. The installation wasn't too bad, but as you saw, the instructions could have used a little bit more verbosity and clarity. Some things like having no arrow on the film, whereas the instruction says there is. Stuff like that needs to be fixed. But overall, they went on okay, and they're on there nice and firm now. And I guess the question now is, what do you guys want to see me do with them now that I have them on the car? And I've actually got a few ideas, and if you have your own idea, be sure to let me know. The first idea is that there's this thing called the GoSun deployable solar array. It's a 1.2 kilowatt unfolding solar panel array with everything built into it needed to charge an EV. So something like that would be neat. I've talked about, driving out into the middle of nowhere and parking for a week and camping and seeing how much it can charge the car up. We could go with just a regular old cargo pod, so I can maybe keep all of my camping gear in the car, especially if I'm sleeping in the car, which is possible in the Model 3. Like I said, the rear seats fold flat and there's enough room for me to sleep back there, but with all of my camping gear, it does get a little bit cramped, and having it all in the cargo pod up top would clear out that space in the back of the car and then make things a little bit easier for in-car sleeping. And then the other idea I had is, you know how I have my electric raft project? Well, now that I have a set of roof racks, I can now think about maybe doing an electric kayak or an electric canoe build. Now, that's just some ideas that I've had. If you guys have something really cool in mind, please let me know. I'm always looking for cool stuff to do. And of course, since these roof racks were sent to me free of charge, I do have to plug a link, so check that out in the description if you want to get a set. And a big shout out to EVBase for sending me these.